Welcome to the Beauty Brief. Welcome to the Beauty Brief. How are you?
I'm Miles Manarino. Welcome to the Beauty Brief podcast.
Welcome to season 2 of the Beauty Brief podcast. I'm Miles, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys all new episodes of the Beauty Brief. All right, welcome to season 2 of the Beauty Brief podcast. I'm Miles, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys all new episodes of the Beauty Brief. Today, I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring Amelia. She is our hairstylist, but also the coordinator for the Beauty Brief, kind of helping this whole thing come to life. We have a really great team. The production level, seriously.
Top tier.
So we're super excited. And I figured you guys could just get to know me for the first episode because I feel like when I watch these types of things, like I want to know who, what, when, where, why. So I don't know any of the questions Amelia's going to be asking me today. We're just going to get into it so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So should we just jump into it?
Miles, welcome to the Beauty Brief podcast. I'm so excited to be on the other end and being your host today and asking you questions.
I'm excited. I'm nervous.
No, you don't need to be nervous. All these questions are like very...
And I don't know what you're going to ask.
I know, but very get to know you, nothing crazy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to ask you is where did you grow up and what was it like?
Okay, so I grew up in South Windsor, Connecticut. It's where the salon is. I literally live a mile away from where I grew up, the house I grew up in. And yeah, so I never left. I left for school and that was it.
Okay. And how would you describe your family when you were a child?
Okay, so my family, we are characters. First of all, me, my mom, my brother, and my sister, we're all Cancers, and my dad's a Sagittarius. And I'm not like too witchy, but like that's like a wild
crazy dynamic.
It's literally insane.
Yeah.
My stepmom's also a Cancer. But anyways, growing up, like we were just like a fun family. Like my parents just like really loved to take us on trips to Disney. Like I didn't grow up like having, a ton of money. So like it was always every year was like Disney. We're gonna go to Disney, we're gonna go to Florida. That was like our big thing. My mom was like never one to be like, oh, like get me like a necklace or whatever. She was like, I want a family trip. So
which is nice.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Like
those are like your favorite memories from being a child.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Those family trips. Yeah.
But like my brother was very serious. I was the funny one that always like, wanted to make everyone laugh. My sister was 8 years older than me, which I love because she introduced me to the Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and like, which I'm sure we'll get into.
Yeah,
but
we'll get into that.
yeah, it was just growing up for me before the divorce was a lot. We had a lot of fun. I have like a lot of really great memories of my family.
Okay, yeah, cool. I feel like I have a similar like experience to you. Okay, so what type of student / person were you in high school?
High school was really rough for me. I went from public school to Catholic school, and I feel like, I was discovering being gay and all the things in a Catholic school. So it was just like really hard. But like, I was the kid that showed up every single day late to work, especially when I got my license with a Red Bull in my hand. And I just kind of walked into class and I was in Saturday detention almost every Saturday because I was always late. But again, just kind of like class clown. I was friends with everyone. Like I was friends with like the really smart kids. I was friends with like theater kids. I was just friends with everyone because I loved making friends. But I literally like barely graduated high school. Like I'm not kidding you when I say this number, 1.25 GPA.
Well, look at you now.
So, I guess.
Who would you say influenced you most during your childhood? It could be like Britney Spears or it could be like a person that's like in your real life.
I think as a whole, as like a mood, a vibe is Britney because it's chaotic. It's kind of put together when she wants to be. It's totally unraveled when she wants to be. And I feel like that's kind of like my vibe. But I feel like my biggest, like you said, influence, like is probably my parents and my Mimi. Like I feel like I'm the perfect combination of all three of them. My Mimi is my mom's mom. Like I feel like I have like the business mind like my dad and the fun like my dad, the funny from my mom, and then the kooky from my Mimi.
We love her.
They molded me.
We love her.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu forever.
Okay, so when you were a kid, did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up? Like when did you like realize what you wanted to be? And also what was your like childhood, I want to be this when I grow up?
Okay, so I really when I grew up, or when I was thinking about like going to college and things like that, I actually had this wild like fantasy of going to Pepperdine University.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't because Zoe
I was
101 was
gonna
filmed
just
there.
say that.
I didn't even know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that until like probably a few years ago.
Yeah.
So I had this wild fantasy of wanting to go there because I just loved the campus. I thought it was so cool, and I really wanted to do
Isn't it like a Mormon school?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's like dry campus, like Catholic
I
school.
heard it's like dry. I didn't know those things.
Yeah.
I just saw the campus and I was like, Malibu. I want to go to
So
California. I
cool.
want to
I've
do
I've
all
seen
this.
it like in person. It's so
Oh
nice.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to go there. And I wanted to actually do public relations for politicians
Oh,
because
that's so I was never expecting you to say
yeah,
that.
I really loved the idea of like helping people like cover up like bad press and like
Okay, yeah.
being that person in the
The
wing
person to
being
spin
like,
it.
yeah, like we're not asking this today, you
Yeah.
know? So that's what I wanted to do. I
You
did
wanted
it.
to be Olivia Pope
Who's that?
from Scandal. That's like what
I
they
need to
do.
watch this because
You
I
you
don't
know
know.
you need to watch it.
Yeah.
But that's what she does. She like
Yeah.
spins things for politicians.
I loved that.
You would
Um
love that show. You have to watch it
I'm gonna
now.
get on it
Yeah.
because I have heard great things.
So good.
But yeah, I think when I knew I wanted to do hair, that was more so like later on, like after high school. Actually,
Yeah.
one of my best friend's moms was like, "You're gonna be a hairstylist when you grow up," and I'm like, "Ew."
So, were there any experiences, like specific experiences in your childhood that you feel made you like a lot stronger of a person?
Well, absolutely. I was when so my parents got divorced when I was in kindergarten, first grade, and I felt like I had to kind of take the role of making sure everyone in the family was good, which led to like a ton of anxiety, I have to say, which is probably why I have such a dark sense of humor because like I think the most fucked up shit is funny. But yeah, I don't know. I think like it was probably just like the divorce was very pivotal in my life because I feel like I had to grow up really quickly. Not that my parents like made me be this part, but I just like took on the responsibility. So I feel like I grew up really fast. Like I literally remember like being the one like when my mom would like look for a new apartment or something like that. She didn't even ask me, but like I would research it and I would literally email real estate agents to set up viewings for my mom to look at these apartments.
You were like her manager.
Literally. And when I showed up one time to a showing with my mom, I was like, "Hi, I'm Miles." She's like, "I was emailing you?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like that's just how it
And you're like
was.
8.
Yeah, like I just feel like I like took on the protective role of my mom.
Yeah, which is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so many people go through divorce, such a hard thing,
Yeah,
and it really is something that like totally changes your outlook on life.
chemically.
Yeah. So what's something you wish you could tell your younger self?
That no matter what, you'll always figure it out because you will. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think my favorite saying that like when I started getting really overwhelmed as an adult would be like the day has to end and you're always going to end up on your couch. Like, do you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
the day is going to come to an end. It could be the shittiest day at work, it could be the shittiest whatever. I'm going to end up on my couch.
I feel like I'm just getting into that like realization of like I was taking shit so seriously,
Yeah.
like and like, oh my God, like, what's going on in my life? Like,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like you're literally a speck of dust.
That's what it is. And I
Yeah.
feel like not to put you on like the spotlight, but I feel like you used to spiral so much easier. And
Oh
like
yeah.
now you have your moment like I do,
Yeah.
but now you're kind of like you figure it out.
Yeah.
Just
And
got to
I
get to the
just
couch.
it's like you can't live life worried about everything.
You can't.
So, um all right. So, how do you think your childhood shaped your personality today?
Again, I just coped with like a lot of humor, so I like to make people laugh, but I also think like taking on that responsibility of caring for everyone, there's a fine line because I think I overdo it. Like I care way too much about I know this sounds really fucked up, but like I care way too much about people in my life to the point where I push myself to the side.
Yeah.
So I
You're like an
guess
empath.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I just like if I dial into your life, like I'm living your life and I'm gonna figure it out for you and I feel what you feel.
Right.
Um
I feel like I'm like very similar like that.
yeah, and like I'm like and yeah, you are. And it's like I don't wanna like I don't need to do that, but like I feel like that's like really what, you know.
Because there's a time and place where like you have to detach yourself
Yes.
and like you can't.
I that was a big learning lesson I learned this year was like I always put myself in the back seat,
Mhm.
literally in the trunk, and then I let someone else drive, I let someone else be the passenger, I let someone else sit in the
Right.
bucket seats. and I was in the goddamn trunk, and it ruined a lot of things.
Yeah.
So,
On that note, what lessons did you learn growing up that you like carry with you, like your number one lesson that like you live by?
I think the number one thing that I live by is that I don't know what I don't know if I have that I learned from childhood. I feel like I just like hear from my dad is just like always be kind,
Mm-hmm.
never burn bridges and try not to, giving people the benefit of the doubt always, which again I guess is kind of can get me in trouble sometimes.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I one thing that my dad always like instilled in me, my dad literally still instilled a lot of things in me, is like he's like, and he just be careful with your image.
Mm-hmm. Like
Like
your reputation matters.
that, thank you,
Yeah.
because that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Like reputation is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Especially in our line of work.
100% being a business owner and also just being a hairstylist, like
Yeah.
our business is people.
Right.
So your reputation's everything. And he used to always like he used to say like because growing up in town, my dad has owned a business for 30 plus years. My grandfather started it. It was always like, remember your last name. And not like because we're like think we're something, but like people knew us in town. So like
Right.
don't be acting a fool
Right.
because it's gonna get back to me. It's gonna get back to you and it's gonna bite you in the ass. So I feel
Right.
like that's maybe
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's all good.
Yeah.
Um, and then this is my last childhood question, and it's like cute and sappy. But if you could relive one day from your childhood, which would it be?
If I
Like a
could
specific
relive
memory.
one day. Okay, so oh, there's so many good ones. It would have to be Florida. Oh, it's a part two. It's a two-parter. There's two
Okay.
things. One, again, like we would go down to Florida. My dad's from Florida,
Okay.
so
Yep. I didn't
we,
know that.
yeah, he grew up in Florida, and then he grew up in East Hartford. Then he went back down to Florida. It's a whole thing. But my dad rented this like in my mind, when I think back to it, it was this awesome apartment, like on the beach, but really there was like bugs everywhere. It was just like really shitty. And he rented it for a whole month. So me, my mom, and my brother would be down there. My sister came when school was out, and my dad would fly back and forth from work, but would be with my nanny. But I remember we had this one thing where we woke up at 5 in the morning. My Mimi and Pa showed up at the apartment in Florida, and we were going to Disney World for like the week with them. And we just thought that was the coolest thing ever to wake up that Mimi was there and like we were gonna go to Disney together. And then also another fun memory that's like stapled in my mind was we went to Disney, maybe it was that week, and we were leaving. We're all sad because we drove to Florida, by the way.
Okay.
My
Yep.
mom does not fly.
Okay.
So we were leaving, the resort. We just spent like a whole week there. And then my dad's like, wouldn't it be so awesome if we could just stay like for like one more weekend? And we were all like, oh, that'd be so cool. And I remember my mom being like, oh, we got to do that next time. Like, I really want to stay at the Polynesian. And my dad's like, let's just go do it. And he turned around the car and we stayed at the Polynesian for the weekend.
Wait, I love
And it
that.
was just like, we were so excited because we thought, like your endorphins are so
Yeah, you're on
low.
a high. And then
Yeah.
he's like, let's just keep this party
Yeah,
going.
like
Yeah.
fuck it. Like
I
let's do
love
it.
that.
And like my dad, like literally to be able to do these things, it sounds so luxurious, but like like he would have to build a deck before we left to make like $1,000
Right.
takeout. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
this was it. This was like our big thing. So it was just like it was really awesome. Actually, a fun fact about the road trips, my dad would literally set up a TV on a milk carton and like what do you call the things that the bungee cord it
Oh,
down.
yep.
And then he had this thing where he plugged in the cigarette lighter to plug in the TV, and we would watch VHS tapes
Oh my
the
God.
whole way down.
Stop.
My mom would make like little like road trip packs.
Yep. I
It was
remember
fun.
having on a road trip, like my parents had those TVs, they're
Yeah.
like little mini ones
Yeah.
that you'd put in your lap and
Yeah.
we'd all watch movies and we would like fight over who was watching like
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire and
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it was so fun. Okay. So what inspired you to become a hairdresser?
So, what inspired me to become a hairdresser was like a lot of different things. I think like the main thing was my mom. My mom went to hair school. She was a massage therapist like my whole life. And then she went to hair school because she's like, oh, maybe like I'll try this or whatever. And so I would come home from school and I would literally just like play with the mannequins and like pull out the curling iron. I just loved it. And then when I got my first job, like I would literally like spend money on like extensions and like
Yep.
glue them into the mannequin head. But I think what really intrigued me was honestly going back to Brittany. Like I loved the fact that I didn't love the fact because like the poor girl, but she like when she shaved her head, I found it so interesting that she had short hair, but on camera it was long, and I was like, how do they do that? And like I researched extensions, and I was like, I remember chopping up a mannequin for then me to be able to recreate how her hairstylist would like do her extensions to
Right.
hide the hair. It was so weird. I don't know why. So it was
Yeah.
that. And then my grandfather also owned two barbershops, great grandfather in Queens, and one of them was at the airport, and he would do like politicians and celebrities that would like come through the airport.
Yep.
So that was always like in my rearview mirror. Like I knew that was a part of like our family history.
Yeah.
It was like the big thing.
It
Like
was like deep rooted.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was like it was deeper than that. So like I always like knew about the hair world and things like that. But that was probably like my mom, Britney Spears, and my great grandfather were
That's
like my
so
biggest
cute.
influences.
So, on that note, where did you go to beauty school?
So I went to Arojo. I toured at the Connecticut school, and I toured at this other school that I don't want to like mention because like God forbid I say something bad or whatever. But my I didn't really want to go to hair school, to be honest with you. Like I wanted to think of every way that I didn't have to go back to school because I hated school. So like I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'll do blow dries forever. I'll be a blowout master. My dad's like, what? Like just you're going to school. My mom's like, you're going, and like they like rode my ass about it. So my dad's like, why don't we like research schools like in New York City? Like that would be a really fun experience. Your great grandfather, da 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 da. So we went to New York and we toured some schools, and I was like, oh, like scary, but like this is kind of cool. So yeah, I went to Arojo Cosmetology School. Nick Arojo owns it.
Yep.
He was on What Not to Wear, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And the
I
school
wish I
itself
did
was
that.
yeah,
Like, I wish I went somewhere else. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it was great. Like, I got it done in a year. I started right away. Like, it
yeah,
was great. But I feel like actually, like, after I went through hair school, I saw some girl on TikTok being like, oh, I moved to San Diego
yeah,
to go to hair school. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
yeah,
Like, that's so cool.
right.
And like, living in New York, like, such a good experience at a young
It
age.
was so fun and scary, and but I'm happy I did it too.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad for I don't want to say
Okay. Well, I mean, when you think about it though, you like could have stayed here. You
that.
could
Yeah,
have done hair school here, and then what, you'd be in South Windsor literally your entire life and never
yes,
experience anything else.
yes.
So it's a big blessing that you were able to go
There were
and do
some
that.
shaping moments
Yeah,
living in New York
I
City,
bet.
let me tell you.
So what was your experience like in cosmetology school? Like,
Well, first of all, cosmetology school, like I didn't go there and it was like the Harvard of hair schools, okay?
right,
Like
right,
I don't like I the same education you got is the same education I got.
right.
The only thing that I think would be different is like I really got to learn some from some really cool people.
Yeah.
One of them, Amanda Jenkins, I think that's how you say her last name because that's how it's spelled. But she is now, you know, ECRU, ECUR.
I don't think so.
It's a there's a product brand. I think that's what it's called. She's is the artistic director there. She was the artistic director for Arojo, their product line and their schools and their studios. She was really tough and really dope. Like she terrified the shit out of me. Like everyone was scared of Amanda, but like she gave you really awesome education. But she would
Right.
like look at you and be like, I just said that, so I'm not really sure. Are you not listening to me? Or like it's comb, da da da. So like
Yep.
you kind of like I looking back, I was like, who is this bitch? Like, why are you talking to me like that? But at the same time, like it kind of like gave you pressure, which I feel like in this industry, a lot of hairstylists don't realize the pressure that goes into it
Yeah.
before they get in. And then like Paul Merritt, he did Maybelline shoots, you know, get the London look. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
did
so
that on Mick
cool.
Jagger's daughter for one of the
Yeah,
campaigns they did.
that's so
He
cool.
was one of the main stylists on the Victoria's Secret fashion show. So like learning the blowouts from him.
Yeah.
I actually have a picture with him. Like I just posted on my TikTok.
We should like insert it in.
Yeah. Well, the
Baby
man bun is horrible,
Miles.
but he was really awesome. He I think he still teaches there or you know does spotlight stuff, but he was really awesome.
Yeah, and I think what's nice about being in New York is you're so close to all of that life,
Yeah,
that crazy life where it's the models and like I feel like the opportunity there is like really crazy and cool.
their studio was attached to their school, their Soho location.
Yeah.
That's where we went to school was the Soho location. So the studio was like on one side, and then their the school was on the other. So like the first day I was there, I think her name she was on Charm. She passed away. Shannon. She had black hair. One of I feel bad that I'm missing her name, but she was there
Yeah.
the first day of school. They were like, all right, everyone stay in their classrooms. Like we have a celebrity walking through the halls, and we're like, what? But like celebrities would go to Nick. You know, his haircuts were
Yeah.
$500.
Wow.
hmm
Okay, yeah.
And he would do them like four at a time. So he would like someone would wash, he'd come over, he would do the cut, someone would blow dry, he'd go to the next set, he'd come back, refine that one. And so he's probably making $2,000-3,000 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Um Okay, so were there any like challenges you faced early on, like breaking into the industry?
Yeah, like when I first like got back from
Yeah, like, well, one, how did you decide you weren't going to stay in New York and you're going to come back here? And then what, like, when you got into a salon, what were like your biggest challenges you faced?
So my master plan for everything was to always was to actually, it was to stay in the beginning, was to stay in New York. I wanted to do TV, film. That's what I really wanted to do. I went to school with a lot of people actually, because at the time New York State or New York City was changing their rules because theater people that worked like with wigs and worked on TV sets and stuff like that technically didn't need to be licensed.
Hmm.
And then the state changed it like the year before I went. And so when I was going to school, I went to school with people that had been working on Broadway for 25 years.
Yeah.
I remember there was this one guy, he was friends with the Grandes. Like he literally was
Wow.
friends like with Frankie and knew Ariana, and knew the mom, and just from working on Broadway and doing all that stuff and being in that world. So I was really attracted to that. I was like, oh my God, like there's endless opportunities. As I was going through school, New York chews you up and spits you out,
Yep.
and it was rough. I was like a raccoon in a dumpster fire. Okay. Like I needed to come home. So towards the end, I started to work at the salon that I worked at before I went to hair school. So I'd literally go to school all week. Fridays I'd have to stay after till 9 o'clock because I never went to school and I had to make up hours.
Yeah.
And then I would wake up, or no, sorry, go from 9 o'clock. I would drive back home, work Saturday, Sunday, Sunday night, drive back home. And that was doing that for 3 hours. So um,
Wow.
I'm sorry, what'd you ask me again? My
I
ADHD.
asked you like challenges you faced early on and how you decided to come back here instead of staying in New
Yeah, so
York.
challenges was just living in New York City.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
couldn't.
tough.
It
Yeah.
was like I could not wait to come home, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It was just very, very hard. Um,
And I feel like you would feel like, oh my God, I can't wait to get there. It's the glitz and the
yeah.
glam. And then, like,
Yeah.
once you go, everyone's like, okay, I had my moment. I got to get out of
I
here.
gotta get out of here. I had my
Yeah.
apartment for 3 more months after I graduated. My
And you
dad's like,
just,
why don't you get like a bartending job? Like you have to take the state boards anyways. It's not like you can work right away.
right.
He's like, get a not a bartending, but like a bar back or
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, no, get me the fuck out of here. It was like I couldn't get out of there quick
Were you
enough.
18 when you went to hair school?
I was 19. I just turned 20.
Okay. Yeah.
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 So
That
lost
was
my
like,
fake
I was
ID on the
20.
subway.
Yeah. I was 20, I think, when I went to hair school.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
yeah, I think I turned 21. Yeah.
Yeah. I was 19 turning 20. So it was like really, it was really scary.
Do you wish that you had gone right out of high school? Or are you glad that you like took
No,
time?
I was
Yeah.
happy I didn't, because out of high school that would have been even more terrifying.
Yeah. I was glad
um,
I did that too because I was able to like experience other things
yeah.
first.
Yeah. I feel like,
And I also didn't know,
yeah,
like
you
you
don't.
you don't know
The
what's
hell do
going
you don't
on.
know what you want to do.
Okay.
Um,
No. So what was your first salon job like?
Okay, so my very first salon job was right before I went to hair school. I worked the front desk at a like popular bougie salon. Like they had like a computer lab, and like it was like
Wow.
the first of its kind.
Yeah.
And this is before rental was even like really a thing. It was there, but it wasn't really a thing. So these commission salons were booming. Okay, there was like 13, 14, 15 stylists, a front desk staff of 5, a manager, a district manager. Like they were like big time. So I learned my love for the front desk there. And then fast forward, went to hair school, came back from hair school, and I was like, I do not want to work in this environment. I didn't like the management. It was just like it was kooky. So then I made a resume, which this is like a big, like, make a resume.
Yeah.
And I made a lookbook. I printed off pages and I
Oh,
like talked
that's
about the different
cute.
things. So
I think when I like came here to meet you, when I started working here, I think I brought my resume and you were like, "Wait, what?"
yeah.
Cuz I guess people don't do that anymore.
No, they don't. I
And I had like
One girl
pictures of
did.
my work and like you were like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, one girl did. I went, oh, the lookbooks. Yeah, so make a lookbook. I think it's really important to make a lookbook. Um I went to the school, this salon in town, and they had Goldwell, which I learned on in hair school. That was the color line that we
Yeah.
used.
And that was like the color line.
Oh my God.
Like if you weren't going to a Goldwell salon, you were not like
Yeah.
getting
Like, who
good
are you?
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only ever had a bite of them.
Okay. So you made your
Okay.
lookbook.
So
That's where we
made
were.
the lookbook, found a salon that was Goldwell, and I was really excited about that. And yeah, basically got hired there. And that's where like I started it. And I really loved the salon that I first worked at, and I have nothing bad to say about it. Because she was very patient. She helped build your clientele.
Mhm.
She cared. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah,
All you could ask for.
all you could ask for.
Um, so how did you build your clientele in the beginning? Because I know that you're like crafty, and I have heard some stories about your craftiness when it came to building. So
Yeah. I was lucky, obviously, like growing up in this town, like I know a lot of people, but like I'm not kidding you. Like I like referrals. Like every time someone sat in my chair, I was like, please send me your friends. Like don't tip me. Like just send me your friends. And obviously they still tip you, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
like it just they knew how much it weighed on there. Instagram was like just becoming a thing.
Mhm.
Um, it was more so when I focused on building my clientele more so when I opened my own salon.
Yeah.
Um, I did everything. I put things in people's yeah. I literally painted this town with Miles Joseph Studios paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Like I just
I
did
always
everything.
think about this when like this question comes up, I guess, and like how you build. I remember seeing someone on, I think it was TikTok, say that they were slipping their business cards into box dye
Yeah.
at the store. I'm like, that is genius.
You know, the biggest thing I honestly this is like truthful and this like to this day can still work is I never said no.
Hmm.
Okay. So like if it was a haircut at 5 o'clock and I came in at 12, I'm not like, oh my God, can someone like me? Like, no, like I would stay till 5 o'clock because
Yeah.
that haircut turned into a color. That
Right.
haircut turned into a color and they sent their three best friends.
Right.
I feel like right now, and I don't even care to say this, but like people want to sit there and be like, "Oh, I've been doing this for a year. Like I'm not fully booked. Like why? It's because you guys are like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, there's a lot of laziness.
Yeah.
And you're not looking at the big picture. You have to look at the big picture. I don't want to wait around. I don't want to show up an hour before my shift. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, then what do you want?
And I also think that like there's like you have to be able to read the room, and there's also like, okay, like I don't know. I guess like if you're a human being. Like everyone understands that you're a human being. Nobody is expecting you to be like on at all times.
Right.
Like you get grace regardless. Like,
Absolutely.
but I do think that it's like there is a level of like,
Entitlement
yeah,
to these new people. You're new until 5 years into the industry. I don't
yeah,
care what anyone says. You're
yeah.
new until you're 5 years into the
Yeah,
industry.
like I would still consider myself a baby stylist. I mean, I feel like I've lived 12 lives since joining
Of
the industry,
course.
but like,
But here's
yeah,
the thing. There's a difference between talent and being new in the industry. No, and everyone feels like they're attacked when you say, "Oh, you're still a baby in the industry." Has nothing to do with your talent.
yeah.
You coming out of hair school, doing the work that you do, and there's so many others is insane. It's insanity. You know what I mean? Like you're blowing some people that have been doing this for 15 years out of the water.
I feel
But
like it's also because of the like advancement, like social media. Like
yeah,
I learned 98% of what I know from social
yeah.
media.
But you're still in your growing phase with growing your book.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the new part of what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like you need to be folding towels for 5 years. That's not what I'm saying.
Right, right.
I'm saying that like you're new.
Yeah.
5 years is like I'm doing this 9 going on 10 years. I'm still building my book.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a never-ending thing.
It's
Like
never ending.
because people will come and people will go,
Mhm.
and people cycle through, you replace clients with other clients, like people move away, like it's always a moving thing.
It's constantly evolving and changing, but it's just this. So to answer your question, I never said no.
Yep.
If someone and then I also used to like my boss like which fast forwarding a little bit like when I knew I wanted to leave and she wasn't going to give me what I was looking for, which we can get into. I started doing people on Sundays.
Yeah.
I started doing people after 8 o'clock, and I just would do people for free, do people for $50.
Yep.
I didn't give a shit. I wanted an ass in my chair wherever it was, and
Yeah,
I wanted to do someone.
because one ass leads to another.
Yep, there we go. Run a
Um,
train on the town.
so what's not the train? Literally not the train. That's getting clipped.
Clipped.
Um, so I guess kind of tacking on to what we were just talking about, but like what changes have you noticed in the beauty industry? Because it's always changing. And like from 9 years ago when you got your start to now, like what is like your biggest thing that you're like, oh my God, this is totally crazy that this like did a whole 180?
So obviously it's social media. I think that also just as people in this career, like um we're so lucky to be taken seriously,
Yeah.
like in the job market in
Yeah, yeah.
general.
Because I don't feel like
Um
it was always like that.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like going back to what I said earlier, being in high school, someone told me I was gonna be a hairstylist. I was like, what, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes and chew gum, which both of those things are true.
Yep.
But but like
Yep.
I think that it just wasn't taken seriously. It was the thing like, I don't know what else to do, so I guess I'll do this. So we have a real, place in the job market. I
Which I think
think,
is awesome.
yeah,
I think that's so cool.
I think that there's a pandemic of a few things in our industry that have
Mhm.
to change, which hopefully we can, bring up on this series in general. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of, I think we're just like more serious people now.
And I also feel like we're all navigating this
Yeah.
newfound social
Yeah.
media era because it's a lot. Like
So much.
it's a whole I always say this, it's a whole other job posting on social media.
Yeah.
For the salon, like I don't know how salons don't have a Yasmin, like don't have a social media manager. Like that has got to be so hard to be like working full time behind the chair and putting out like content all the time when you don't have someone that's helping you.
100%. It's one of my biggest investments.
Mhm.
It cost me a lot of money to have you people helping me out with that, but it's worth it. I think that
You
it
people.
really I think it definitely is worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's huge for getting people through the door.
Right.
So if it works, it works. Um, what advice would you give someone coming into the industry?
Advice I would give someone in the industry is you need to take accountability for how much effort you're putting in. Um don't wait for the salon owner or your teammates to push your back and move forward. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? If you're getting clear expectations, don't take it as a light suggestion. That's what they're looking for. And write it down, put it on the dashboard of your car, put it on your fridge, put it next to your nightstand, and don't forget it. Because I think one thing that I hate having to do, which is just always something I'm gonna have to do, is constantly remind people of what I'm looking for and what
Yeah.
I'm needing from you.
Right. And I also think like there's a misconception that like you work at a salon, that person has the like responsibility, the person you work for, to get clients in your chair.
100%.
And we've talked about this, but like it's
They think
on
that they
you.
don't need to do anything for their career unless they're a renter.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
like
on you because at the end of the day, you don't know what your brand is going to become. You could be a business owner, you could own a salon, you could be a
100%.
renter. So
100%.
you like just start those habits now
Yeah.
before you're even in that position so
Right.
that it's just like a part
And
of the
there's a thing
job.
too, like I know there's salon owners out there that are doing nothing to make the phone ring.
Yeah.
I think Miles Joseph Studios is definitely much different than that because we're doing all the things to make the phone ring. So if
Yep.
you're not meeting us at least halfway,
Right.
but one thing I'm doing moving forward, because I used to beat a dead horse, I see people's potential like so much.
Because you're an
Um,
empath.
right.
Yeah.
And I know what they're capable of, but you can only tell them so many times. So
Yeah.
I used to get scared for turnover. I'm not scared about that anymore.
Yeah.
If
And
it's for the right.
yeah, I think there's now more than ever so many people entering the industry
Yeah.
and there is hungry people
Yeah.
who are willing to do whatever it takes. So
100%.
it's about finding those people and getting them in here
Exactly.
because
That's what we want.
yeah, it's what we want. Okay, so moving more into like your experience like owning a salon, what inspired you to open your salon?
So it was going back to my dad, a mixture of him and wanting more. I went to my salon owner at the time and I was like, hey, listen, like, is there like a management? I literally remember having this thought. I can see what I was wearing. I know where I was in that salon, standing literally, being like, man, am I really going to do this for the rest of my life? Am I just going to cut hair? I'm
Right.
like, I want more. Is it education that I want to do more? Is it, I didn't know what exactly it was, but I knew that I wanted to do more. So I went to her and I was like, "Hey, is there a management position? Is there whatever?" So she's kind of like, "Okay, like you want to do more like how about education?" So I would go to like these education classes and come back to the salon and teach the girls things or like I was kind of like that. And I was like, I like it, but it's not enough. So then she was looking for a manager. I'm like, "Hey, is there any way that I could do like management and be a hairstylist?" She was like, "No, I just need you to drink," and I quote, "drink the Kool-Aid, and I need you as a hairstylist." And that's when I was like, "No, I don't want to do this." So then I started taking people out my house, and that's when it to like prove like, can I do this on my own?
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I evolved I had a little room in my house with a shampoo sink my dad installed and a station, and I went to Cosmo, spent $1,000 on color and lightener and capes and
And it just
bowls.
became
It just
emphasis.
evolved.
Yeah. That's like really impressive though.
It
Like
was wild.
to take that leap, because that's a leap.
It's a leap.
And to have this now
I
is like
just knew I
wild.
wanted more.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what a lot of renters should ask themselves before they rent is, do I want to be a business owner?
Yeah.
Because just because you love doing hair and you're so good at it, honey, please. That's
I
not
mean, I
enough.
literally learned it firsthand. Like
Yeah,
I out of school was a renter and it was great and I could have kept on that path, but I
100%.
didn't want to. Like I
It didn't
wasn't
fulfill you.
it was pulling like I'm definitely like an artist, creative type of hairdresser. Like I love to create art on people's heads. Like that's my thing. But it was pulling all of the passion out of it for me because it was like I had to go home after a full day of work and like expel more energy into like the back end of my business.
Yeah,
And it was just too much. And since transitioning to commission, I literally like feel like I can like get passionate and get creative in other ways, like on social media and like just like doing this. Like I would
right,
have never been able to do this if I was still renting.
right.
So,
Let me use you as an example if I may.
yeah.
I think what you love is you don't want to just do hair for the rest of your life. You love it, right? That's
Yeah.
like 80% of it. But that 20% you were missing something. So you maybe thought it was owning a business, right? And maybe it is in the future for you. Like I'm not
Right.
taking that away
Yeah.
from you, but I'm saying right now, I think you want to be creative. You
Mhm.
want to feel a part of something a little bit bigger and you want to do something different. And when we decided that you were going to come on like the social media team and do the podcast with me, a light bulb went off, you took it and you ran with it. And I feel like that's what you were missing. You were missing that energy of like, okay, yeah, I love hair, it pays the bills, it fulfills my artistic side, but I want more.
Yeah. And I'm
And
always just like looking for opportunities to
yeah,
be creative.
yeah,
And like when you came to me with this concept, I was like, absolutely, like I'm
yeah,
in. Like
yeah. So
I,
like sometimes it's not just like owning a business like, oh yeah, spreadsheets and inventory and taxes
yeah.
and market, like it's like I think you really love marketing. I
Yeah.
think you really like telling a brand, doing a brand and telling a brand story. And I think you like to bring things to life. I think you like to do projects. And I think a lot of people should self-reflect on that and maybe find a salon like, okay, I thought it was renting. I feel like I'm sinking. But I think there's tons of salon in Connecticut, including Miles Joseph Studios, that offers people a more artistic outlet than just hair. Like, look,
Yeah.
we're doing a freaking podcast.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
photo shoots. We're doing tons of social media content. And I think this is the new age of commission salons, is doing more creative, fun
Yeah, and
things.
I've said this before, but like when I got out of school, I was at a salon that I loved and I was comfortable at, and I loved everyone that worked there and it was a great experience. But I think that I was looking at social media, which this is where social media can kind of like be a little messed up. I was looking at social media at all these salons like out west or in California, and they had like these crazy like assistant programs and crazy like commission opportunities and like I wanted that but could not find it here
Right.
until I landed here. And like I remember when I came in for my like interview, and at the time I was interviewing as a renter, but when I came in for my interview, I walked in, I literally felt like, it's so like weird to say, but I literally felt like electrified by the
Ooh, I
by
love
like
that.
the energy
Yeah.
and like by your energy and by the salon, and like it was like this is that modernized thing that I was looking for. And I
Right.
called my dad after and I was like, I would be a literal idiot if
Yeah.
I didn't start working here.
I appreciate you saying that because, again, just going back to day one, I always wanted it to be more than hair.
Yeah.
I always wanted it to be more than hair, and that's what it is here. Like at the baseline, we do great hair. I love to have fun with the clients. I love a client experience, but I want more, and I want people here that want to do more. And I
Yeah.
think that's what we're finding right now. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna go through. We're gonna be expanding the team. We're gonna be changing the team to people that only want more.
Yeah.
In a creative space.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna like rapid fire some of
Okay.
these because I have like a few more, but
Okay.
I think we should get to,
Okay.
but
I'll
like
be quick.
we'll be quick. Okay. How did you make like how was the transition from being just a hairstylist to like owning a salon? Because I feel like it was a little different for you.
It was terrifying because I went from being very busy at the commission salon to when I finally told my boss I'm leaving, who she supported me. She was very
Mhm.
happy for me. I think she always knew it was going to happen. But I went to like zero clients. So I went into like right off the bat, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I moved a mile down the road and people think that they're getting their hair washed in my kitchen sink because the salon was at my house. I lived above it in an apartment. The first
Great.
floor was the salon. So I went into panic mode right away. So it was very, very traumatizing, I will say. But I also don't want to use the word traumatizing because I chose to do it.
Yeah.
But I got to work and it
Yeah.
lit a fire under my ass to like get those numbers up, get new clients. I did whatever I had to do.
Yeah.
Whatever I had to do.
Yeah. Um, Looking back, is there anything in the beginning that you would have done differently?
Yes, I would have set a lot more boundaries with my staff
Okay, yeah.
because I was taken advantage of.
And I just think that's something in the industry that like it's a lesson that I feel like a lot of business owners learn.
Yeah.
because you like obviously you care about these people as individuals, but it's like if they're not helping themselves, then like
Yeah.
you've done your job, you've done your
Yeah.
part, you've given them all the tools they need. If they
Yeah.
don't want to take it,
I
if they
was
don't want
too
to run
nice
with
to
it,
people. I gave if you only knew the things I've done. And I'm not saying that to get credit for it. Like
yeah,
I'm literally because I it's just like I let people walk all over me looking back at it.
yeah. Um, and how did you balance like and still balance running the business and working behind the chair at the same time?
I don't.
You
It
just pray.
I just pray. It's very like today we're doing all of this and then at 2 o'clock I'm booked from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So
But that's like so like you're living the dream.
I am. I'm no, I'm not, and I'm not complaining. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that aspect of it. Like it makes me happy. It fills my cup. I'm so fulfilled. I think that definitely need to do better with giving my private life more attention,
Yeah.
my fiance and things I'm doing in my private life more attention.
And
But
I feel like that's something to be said because a lot of hairdressers, I think, feel that way.
yeah,
Because we're all willing, like,
yeah,
well, most of us are willing to like do whatever it takes. Like, even like on Saturday, like that client that called, like I'm staying till 6 o'clock
yeah,
instead of 4 on
yeah,
Saturday. But like, it's like whatever,
yeah. Like you
you
just
know,
it's for because guess what? That it's for the bigger cause
new
right
client.
now.
Yeah. Right.
But
But I feel like what I love about like your work ethic is that has not stopped. You have all this success, you have a salon, you have like you're doing all these things, but like if someone is like, "Hey, like I need to get in before like you would go out of your way." And of course, you still have like boundaries. I'm not saying you don't have boundaries, but
I
like
don't.
no, you do. But like you would do that. And like you
Absolutely.
don't need to do that
Yeah.
because you have success, you have a business, you have other people working for you, but you choose to do that,
It
which I
doesn't
think
stop.
shows your work ethic.
Thank you.
Okay. Um, this is kind of more like team based, but how would you describe our like culture and atmosphere here, which I feel like we've kind of like tapped into a little? And then how do you handle like conflicts or difficult situations among your team?
Okay, so I think our culture is very fun. I think that everyone here genuinely rides hard for the brand.
Yeah.
And I think that I just want people to have fun, but also understand that we're here to give luxury services.
Yep.
So it's definitely that fine line. We're joking around. Sometimes clients bring up inappropriate things and we try our best to like
Steer.
steer it away. But like at the same time, like if the vibe's right, like it's funny. Sometimes like three clients will be like talking about something so crazy.
Yeah.
Or like the other day we had someone crying in here about their something and my client's like hugging her and like we're giving
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
advice and like
It's really
it's
a kiki with
yeah.
the girls.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
it's just it's relaxed, structured, fun environment, I would say.
Yeah.
Um yeah, and then as far as handling, I used to hate having hard conversations.
I feel like you're good at it.
Now I just it's black and white. And I always preface that's weird.
Preface. Yeah.
Preface like conversations. I'm like, if I sound like really rude right now, I promise you I'm not mad, I'm not angry, I'm not upset. I'm just black and white. I'm sure you
Yeah.
hear me say black and white all the time.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just like, let's
But
get
that's
to
a
the
great
point.
perspective.
I don't want to beat around the bush.
Yeah, and it's also a great perspective for a business owner because it kind of pulls the emotional aspect out. Like, obviously, you still
Yeah.
care about the person sitting in front of you that you're having this conversation with,
Yeah.
but it's like, here's the deal.
Yeah.
It's this or
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that makes it easier for you,
Yeah.
but also it's easier for the person you're having a conversation with to understand.
Yeah. I just want them to know like I'm never
It's like
wanting
direct.
yeah, direct.
Yeah.
And I think that there's no point in it. I definitely am implementing more of that 30, 60, 90-day rule where like
Mhm.
I'm evaluating over the, beginning stages of someone working here
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm sticking to 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah. And I think that's smart.
I have to.
How do you keep your salon brand unique in such a competitive industry?
First of all, I'm truly inspired by a ton of people in our industry, a ton of local salons, a ton of local business owners, a ton but truthfully where I pull my creativity from and what I see, I'm looking all the way up. I'm looking at Target. I'm looking at the Kardashians. I'm looking at um big brands because even though I'm such a tiny little decimal to these huge brands,
Yeah.
I want to do what they're doing because what they're doing at the top, right?
Yeah.
But also I think a lot of these brands miss the mark. So they have an idea, but they don't fully go there. So then I'm like, well, how could I bridge the gap and do that here?
Right.
So I because like they're just like a bunch of men in suits being like, oh, say slay a bunch of times because that's what the kids want. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right,
It's like,
right.
no, like the idea is cool, but like the wording is bad. So I look at big brands because
Yeah, like the
I want to
creative
be.
direction isn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't look down here. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at what Sally's doing down the road at her commission salon in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to do that for my brand. I
Right.
look at more culture aspects of it and
Yeah.
employment opportunities. But when it comes to brand and storytelling, I'm thinking up here
Yep.
and just you. Like, I just literally pulled my notes out. I was just telling you, like, the MJS Angel experience. I'm
Yeah,
constantly
just in your
in
mind.
waking up and brrr, like, what
Yeah.
am I doing?
But that's like what I think makes it like
Yeah.
our salon stand
Yeah.
out is it's like creativity and like inspired
Yeah.
artistic like
Yeah.
thought process that we
I
have.
push the boundaries.
Yeah. So I know the answer to this, but you've expanded or rebranded since opening. And what led you to that? And like how do you feel since making these moves?
So, used to own another business.
Yep.
And that's its own box.
Entity.
Left that, got out of that by choice.
Yep.
Came here and I love the med spa world. And I have this awesome building that I feel like every room wasn't turned on. And like this room that we're sitting in has been 500 different things. And I feel like finally it's like kind of come together. So it's been kind of genius having the hair salon with the spa, with the med spa,
Yeah.
kind of all working. And, it's hard because I put so much effort into another business and I
Right.
really gave it my all and I eat, sleep, and breathed it, whatever I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yep.
So it definitely was exhausting at the beginning of the year to be like, all right, get back on the horse and do it, even though you were so kicked down.
Yeah.
But it's so rewarding because now we're ending the year and it's like all the businesses are on,
Yep.
and I'm
Every room
really,
is getting used.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just excited to like bring this guest experience that I feel like is just, and not in like a my shit doesn't stink way, but like I don't think that this experience is here in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I think there's spas, I think there's salons, I think there's med spas. Well, I guess I know there are all those things. And I know there's some spa and salons, but
Mhm.
is there truly a salon,
The
spa,
trifecta.
and med spa all together that's not rental?
Yeah.
It's all one entity. You can
Yeah.
call here and book all three of those appointments.
Right.
So I'm just trying to elevate the space.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that is, you're right. Like I know there's salons that have maybe a suite with a med spa or this or
Yeah.
like, but it's not one
And also not the
unit.
Cheesecake Factory. We know what we're good at and what we do good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I don't need to have 5,000 different services.
And I think to speak to that is like, you went through opening this med spa here and you didn't just say, let's do everything.
Yeah.
Like you want to
No.
take it one step and make sure that whoever you're working with is educated and is good at what they're doing
Hmm.
in that space before they step into let's add this service, let's do this.
I use this analogy: spill the water and see where it goes. Like, when you spill a water bottle and it kind of travels and trinkles somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the analogy I use in my head. I'm like, all right, so I have the bottle here of what I want to do. Let's dump it out and do it and see where it goes.
Yep. Okay. So let's kind of step into, well, actually, I have like two more questions that I feel like are really good because this is what we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
This one's a rapid fire. Just give me like the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
What's the hardest lesson you've learned as a salon owner?
Um, People don't have your best intentions all the time. Don't be naive.
Okay. That's a good one. And then how do you deal with slow seasons? This is the question I wanted to ask.
Mm.
How do you deal with slow seasons or unexpected challenges like economy shifts, which obviously we're going through right now?
First of all, I think about the needs of our guests that are actively here. What are we hearing from them? I like to hear from them. So usually I'll send out like a Google survey, anonymously to like hear, are our prices? How are you feeling? Like, what do you look for? Da, da, da. So I really want to listen to the audience. When it's a slow season, it's go time. We're doing things like this. We're
Yep.
getting social media. We're refining our craft, working on mannequins, doing models, doing free hair, really honing in on what we can do. Because I think when you focus on that instead of like, oh my God, I don't have someone in my chair, it turns into a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And then if you could share one piece of wisdom from your journey through this whole salon owning everything, what would that be?
Stay true to yourself, stay true to your vision, and don't back down. And when someone says no, you're talking to the wrong person. And who says that? Kris Jenner. And it's
Mhm.
stuck with me
We
forever.
love her. I love
Like
her.
literally when someone says no, or if someone looks at you and be like, that's crazy. I'm like, oh, now I want to do it more.
Yep. Sets that fire under your ass. Okay, what's next for your salon and for you?
Okay, what's next for the salon is I want to expand the team. I want to have people here that want to do what we're doing. I really want to. There's so many people in this town that don't even know our name.
Yeah.
I want to drive around with a banner and a flag on the back of
We
my
need a
car.
billboard.
Literally. Don't trigger me.
The look I gave you too.
But no, I want everyone to know this, and I just want to hone in on our craft and expand our clientele and just create a really great guest experience. And I want to take this the distance, as Lisa Barlow would say.
Yeah.
I want to go the distance with the
I
podcast.
want
I
to
love
break
it.
through that wall and
Yeah.
take over that other side.
I want a whole studio.
Yeah. that'd
So
be
the
so
podcast is I'm going to be dumping a lot of my energy into.
Yeah. Okay. I should like stop saying
I don't think you can say
how do you see the beauty again? How do you see the beauty industry changing in the next few years? Because obviously it's gone through this huge shift. Do you see it continuing to shift?
So I think it was all about commission. I think it was all about rental and suite rental. And I think we're going to see the levels level out where we're going to start seeing salons with 15, 16 stylists commission again, because right now I think that's pretty profound to have that big of a commission team.
Yeah.
And I think that you're going to see, I think it's going to be more so about the commission. And I think that the commission salons are going to be coming back
Yeah.
because I think that there's a space for us.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that when you're out of school, you should work for someone for 5 years minimum before you really decide if you want to be a business owner. And I think that there's like here you can make money, you can have work-life balance, you can be creative, you can have all the things, and you can go home, sit on the couch, wake up, and then have it all here for you the next day.
Yeah. How do you balance your creativity with the business of owning a salon?
So like how do I balance being a business owner and creative?
Yeah, like how do you know when to look at something and be like, this is business, or like, this is something I can like, I guess, be creative about or have like a different, like, it's not like, it's not black. What if it's not black and white? I guess is my question.
So most things are black and white because, it's right or wrong. It
Right.
works or doesn't. However,
But that's your mindset,
yes,
which not everyone has that.
right. I also think I'm someone who tries everything. If someone comes to me on the at the table and is like, "Hey, let's try this." Okay, try it. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? So I don't really know how to answer your question because I don't really know.
Okay. We'll just skip that one.
Okay.
What new services, products, or innovations are you planning to introduce?
Ooh, well, obviously we just brought on Tox and Filler.
Yep.
And mind you, I didn't just find her name's Alyssa. She's the nurse here.
Yeah.
We interviewed with her and she has been so amazing.
Yeah, she's awesome.
The education she's getting and going to and absorbing, she's very confident in what she does.
She's
and
hungry.
She's hungry. She's
Yeah,
really
she
good.
wants it.
She loves it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what we're really focusing on right now.
Yeah.
I think we're always expanding our retail.
Color Wow, we love you.
Color Wow, we love you. And I think that's pretty much it.
How have you grown personally through owning a salon? Like, what has it taught you about yourself?
I've grown up big time. In the sense of like I feel like I used to like fuck around a lot and now I don't. Well, I mean I still do. Like I'm still funky. But
Yeah,
like
you're kooky.
I feel like honestly I really didn't learn a lot of the hard lessons until this year going through the dissolving of a business and having to like restart everything, the salon
I feel like
included.
that was a turning point.
It was
for
a
you.
huge turning point.
Yeah.
Financially, it taught me a lot of things. Mentally, it taught me a lot of things. It taught me what to focus on, what not to focus on. Because sometimes I'd be like, "Oh my God, we need to change the couch pillows."
Yep.
The couch pillows aren't going to be doing anything.
Right.
We need to change the staff dynamic. We need to change the product. We need to change the marketing.
Well, as someone from like the outside looking in, during that time, you had so much resilience though. Like that happened and you were like, okay, like let's go. Like we got to go in a different direction. Like you took that, you had like a 2-second crash out and then you just like, were like, whatever, and went with it,
Yeah.
did what you needed to do. Now you're here. You have the spa here, which that was like instant. Like
Yeah,
that ended
2
in
weeks.
2 weeks. The spa was here. And then now you have your med spa.
Yeah.
And like, I know you and I know that you're going to continue to
And
just
we took
push
our
it.
time with it.
Yes, yes.
With the med spa.
Yes, yes.
And I think there's a beauty in that.
Yeah, and I think that's how it should be because that's like a totally different type of business.
Yeah.
It seems very similar, but it's like medical.
Right.
So it's like there's so many more moving parts to that.
Legalities. I have a
Yeah.
great attorney I've never had an attorney before
Yeah.
that like really was on, and to have that
On speed
it
dial.
made me feel good.
Yeah. Um, and then this is my last like salon related question for you, but who is your biggest influence or mentor in this industry?
Hmm. I don't know because it's not that I don't have one. It's multiple people. Like I love Main Loft. I love Nikki. I think she's really awesome.
Yep.
Gina Bianca from the beginning of me owning a hair salon is when she like really had her rise, I think, in the social media, and I learned a lot from her and watching her, and I got to meet her a few times. Um,
And there's different levels to this question. Like
yeah,
those are obviously people who are local and who we
yeah,
see their businesses being run like,
yeah,
on social media, but there's also like now this whole other dynamic of influencers, hairdressers, all of that, like on social media. So like for me, I agree. I think Main Loft is a great like example. I think it's like really cool, like her commit, like how it's
yeah,
commission based and how she's like built
yeah,
and grown and like kind of similar to you, change directions. Like I
yeah.
loved watching your guys' podcast last year. Like,
We swapped a lot of notes because I was getting into rental and she was getting into commission.
yeah,
So we swapped a lot of notes and we were there for each other with a lot of things.
yeah, which I think is really cool.
I think someone, Lauren Bragdon, she owns Bull and Brush. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that she is someone to admire because she stands in her light of who she is, what she believes in, whether you agree with her or not, and she owns it. So that level of confidence, I think, is actually a really beautiful thing and
yeah.
really profound these days because you don't really see that.
Yeah, and like for me, like there's so many like I said, a lot of what I learned was from social media. There's so many people like if you're like in the industry and you're new or you're trying to like level up or whatever, get Bragan University. Like that
Yeah,
is actually like it gives you everything you need.
yeah,
And like I think that that's also what's really cool about like these people that we're inspired by. They're now coming out with education and we're able, even though we're not near these people, we're able to learn from them, which I think is really cool. Um, so yeah, that's like all I really have for you on grilling you. I'm
okay,
done
cool.
grilling you.
We're done with the grill. How many minutes
But
are we at? Oh,
yeah, I
perfect.
knew
Because
we
we've
were
had
in
some
deep.
cuts and some things.
Yeah. I like could feel that like that's why I was like
Yeah,
rapid
yeah.
fire.
But no, that's good because we've had some interruptions. So,
Okay, so now we're gonna get into a little game. We're
okay.
gonna play a would you rather game.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you some would you rather questions. Um, let's just like dive in, I guess. Would you rather your most embarrassing kink get leaked by TMZ or have like an expose posted about you on TikTok?
Well, both have happened. No, I'm kidding. um, honestly, like I think I would just probably go with the social media thing because
Like TikTok?
yeah, I've already been through it.
Oh, okay.
So
I would rather I feel like it's more like sexy and like cool for like
to have a kink.
no, maybe like I don't know if kink's the right word. But like to have something come out in TMZ rather than like on TikTok.
Oh, oh wait, are you saying would I rather have it exposed on TikTok or TMZ?
I guess, but like I don't know.
TMZ all day long. Didn't you work
Yeah,
for TMZ? Hey,
that's
but
so
did
cool.
you meet him? Who was the celeb? Did you meet a celebrity? That's awesome.
Okay. Would you rather have your partner magically swap bodies with your celebrity crush once a month or have a different celebrity crush slide into your DMs every week? This is going to tell me a lot about
That's
you.
gonna get in trouble. First of all, it's Theo James.
I know. I know.
Theo James. Okay. I don't know. Slide in my DMs because I'll be nice, but really, I want myself some Theo James.
Um, okay. Well, it would still be your partner. It's just a body swap.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I
I
want Theo
think
James.
I think that mine would be
Theo James.
I think I have the same
Okay.
answers. Um, okay. Would you rather kiss your favorite celebrity once or have a lifetime of flirty but ambiguous Instagram likes from them?
No, I want to kiss him.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
Because what satisfaction are you
At
getting
this
from
point,
Instagram
what
comments?
assistant is liking my post? You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
want the real deal.
Yeah.
Give me those lips,
Give me
baby.
the real deal. Would you this is actually a crazy question. And when I like found this question, I was like, I actually would hate both of these things. Would you rather be able to only flirt in a Shakespearean English or only be able to flirt using 2012 meme references? Both of those things make me sick,
I'm gonna go with the meme references because I feel like
but it's so
it was
cringe.
good. It's
But like
cringe, but I
both
think
are
you're
so
good.
cringe. Like
Yeah,
imagine like flirting in like an old-timey like accent. Like
I
I'd
do
be
that.
like,
That's me and Matthew's foreplay.
okay, cool.
How are those?
No.
No.
We can't go
Yeah, we're
further than
not gonna.
that. Okay, would you rather get to seduce during a private backstage moment with a pop star or have a passionate tour bus fling with a rock star?
I think rock stars smell like sweat, and I fucking hate that. So like a backstage pop star banger would be great.
Mine was gonna be the rock star, but now like you're making me second guess my whole life.
Well, because like you don't want that.
No, but I
Rock
would
stars
like
too, by the way, like they're in everyone.
in
In
in everyone.
in
Okay.
everyone.
I just think that's like hot though. Like if you're like a rock star
Ugh, no.
over a pop star, like a pop star maybe.
Like Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
That's not a
think
rock star. I'm thinking rock star like it's like mullet. Like
no.
mullet, big tongue, like well, I'm good.
No, no, no. Okay, I think I'm changing my answer
Yeah,
then.
pop star.
Justin Bieber all the way. Would okay, this like question when I read it, I was like, oh, like that's kind of weird, but I'm still gonna ask it. Would you rather hook up with your childhood celebrity crush as an adult now, like as an adult,
Okay.
or your current celebrity crush?
Current celebrity crush, Theo James, baby.
See, mine's such a hard like pick
I
because
don't
I
know.
feel like I've had eras like my first celebrity crush was like Zac Efron, Justin Bieber. Like those were
Mm,
like, yeah. And then after that, I feel like I watched One Tree Hill in high school and then fell in love with Chad Michael Murray. And like
mm,
I just don't and like now I guess like still Chad Michael Murray, but it's not Chad Michael Murray now because he's like kind of not as cute
homely.
anymore.
Something's
Um
going on.
no, he's just like he's yeah, I don't know. Back to me commenting on people being old. That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
no, stop.
I was gonna say he's a little like old now, but like that's just for my type, like because I'm like
No,
younger.
you're an ageist.
No, I'm not Miles. Anyways, he was so hot when he was young. I feel like I would choose him. Okay. All right. So, would you rather? I'm asking you this question again.
No, don't ask me that
Okay,
question
fine.
again. Because it's Theo
Would you
James.
rather accidentally leak flirty DMs with a celebrity or go viral for a paparazzi caught on camera moment?
What was the first one?
Would you rather accidentally leak flirty DMs with a celebrity or go viral for a paparazzi caught on camera moment?
I think going viral because I loved when Britney Spears got out of the car and she wasn't wearing underwear. That was iconic.
I think mine would be a paparazzi moment because I just feel like that's
Yeah.
like so cool.
Yeah.
Like to be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I actually was just watching Alex Earl like leaving the Dancing with the Stars set or whatever, and she's getting like photographed as she's like literally walking into her car, and I'm like, I would just hate that,
No.
but I would love it for like 2 minutes,
2 minutes
and then like get
shut it
out of
off.
here. Okay. Would you rather
Overstimulating.
be publicly soft launched by two different celebrities at once, or be hard launched by one you didn't know you were dating?
Soft launch for the real ones. Because how. Do you know how pissed I'd be if I woke up and I like Theo James like and me like were rumored to be together, but it wasn't true?
But maybe it could lead to you guys being together.
No. I want the definites. I want the soft launch. I like to know who likes me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
But then you're like in a cheating scandal. Unless like it's not exclusive.
Listen, isn't the worst day that's happened. Two celebrities. Come on.
Okay. Would you rather have your Okay. Would you rather be the chaotic bombshell on Love Island who steals someone's partner or the Casa Amor temptation that ruins a fan favorite couple? I'll just say this, I would never want to ruin a fan favorite couple.
Yeah, the Casa Amor thirst. Miss
No.
me with that. Ugh.
Yeah, I think coming in as a bombshell, it's not as controversial because you come in and like you don't know anything.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever, like whoever wants me,
Yeah,
like
Casa Amor.
whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah. I think that like if you're doing that, it's like you're ruining a fan favorite couple, you're fucked.
Yeah,
You're
because you know
fucked.
what you're doing, and then
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
Yeah. Would you rather be the secret person in a viral soft launch leg pic or the unknown hottie in someone's blurry paparazzi photo?
I feel like first of all, I'm reading those magazines. Pop Tiger, remember those
Yep,
stupid?
yep, loved them.
And I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second one.
The second one is being an unknown hottie in someone's blurry paparazzi photos. That's the one I would want.
I would want the unknown
I want them
hottie.
like
Like,
mysterious,
who the
like you don't know
fuck
who the
is
fuck I
that?
am, but you're calling me hot in the tabloids. Like
Yeah.
that's what we need. Okay, those are my would you rather questions. Now we're just gonna rapid fire some fun stuff.
Okay.
Just like current things. Like what shows are we watching?
Okay, so I did want to talk about this because I just watched The Beast in Me.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, it's on Netflix. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
It's literally, it's intense, it's scary, the storyline's amazing, the acting is out of this world. Go watch it. It's so good.
What's like it about?
It's basically about this lesbian writer who has something tragic happen to her, and she's living in this house, and the next door neighbor is this millionaire that got accused of killing his wife.
Is it really like a scary show?
It's scary, but just like there's parts of it where I'm like, oh shit, like that's like scary.
Like I'm gonna want to close my eyes.
Some like maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the
Okay.
series. But
It's
other
not
than
like
that,
horror.
no, but it's
Okay.
like it's suspenseful. It's good.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
You know me. Well, one, I was watching Scandal. I just finished it all the way through. You have to watch it. Like, especially
Yeah.
based on what you just told me
Yeah,
about,
I'm
like,
gonna.
you need to watch
I need a
it.
new show.
Kerry Washington is literally amazing. She's so talented.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard great things about
the
her.
monologues too in that show are incredible. Like,
Yeah.
you would just love it. You have to watch it. And then I'm in my Dancing with the Stars
No,
era.
I'm on TikTok with that. I can't get behind
You
it.
have to watch. You should watch Alex Earl's vlog because she came out with a vlog of like the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
like
very
that.
interesting.
I like that.
But I'm like so invested. Like I look forward to Tuesday night every single week.
I'm too busy. Every night I have something. I have All's Fair, The Kardashians, and then Salt Lake City.
I stopped
and Orange
watching
County.
the Kardashians. I have to start watching that. I also
Oh, it's
just
good this
started
season.
yesterday Secret Lives of Mormon Wives from season
Oh,
1.
yeah, I gotta get on
because I've
that.
never watched it, but everyone is like, you'd love it. You have to watch it.
I'm busy.
I know.
I have so
I'm a
many
binger
shows.
though. Like I literally will sit there and like this is probably why I don't sleep. I just sit there and like watch shows.
I was
with
up
my
till 1 in the morning watching The Beast in Me. You gotta watch it tonight.
Okay,
Watch it.
I
I
will.
watch it all in one day.
And I already know the answer because you're always listening to. But what music are you listening to?
It's
right
Tate
now?
McRae all day long, and it's
Yeah.
so funny because there was like a, you know, those stupid hidden facts, hidden blind items.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's like this person sent in that she has a streaming farm, meaning like they in like another country to get her
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
things. I'm the farm then because I'm
yeah. They
quite.
said that about Tate McRae.
Yeah, they said that she like to get her like
She
streams
needs
up.
no streaming farm.
I'm
babe.
sorry, but then I'm the streaming farm because I'm not kidding you. I don't get sick of it. It's weird.
I mean, I just think she's really cool and like has
I
a
don't
good
get
voice
sick of
and
it.
like I don't really. The only time I get sick of it is when it's like I've heard the same 3 songs in like an hour in
No,
the salon.
That's
the only time, and that happens all the time because Miles always puts on.
Tate McRae Radio.
Tate McRae
it's happening
Radio.
today.
Yeah, good thing I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And like I love her music.
Yeah.
I would totally go see her in concert. Like I think she's fabulous and she's an amazing performer. But when I'm in here and I've heard the same Tate McRae song 8 times in a 3-hour span, I'm like, I gotta go.
See, that's my cure.
Yeah. Okay, if you could style anyone's hair, past or present, who would it be and why?
Britney Spears.
Yeah,
I
knew
got
that.
first
knew
of all, it's styling her hair, and then we need to share a cigarette together. I got a lot to say to her.
that. Yeah,
Got a lot to ask. I got a lot to tell her. Which I did meet her twice.
which is crazy.
Crazy. It's
Can we
insane.
do you have pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, you should put the pictures
No.
in.
I'll show
Yeah.
you, but I'm not putting those
Yeah,
anywhere.
put them in.
No,
The
because
fans will love that.
literally there was something going on where like
Something wasn't right.
the body dysphoria in those pictures are like, one of them I look like I'm about to eat her, and the is that good?
Oh no, sure.
Okay. When I look like I'm gonna eat her, and then the other one I look like I'm not gonna say what I look like, but it's not good. It's not good.
I actually know what you were gonna say. Okay. Like you can't get shit past me.
No.
Like I know exactly what you're gonna say. Okay, I don't know what mine would be. Maybe like I feel like someone like
Alex
that. I feel like someone like a
Well,
mega
you love Brad Mondo.
I hate you. No, I don't. I love watching people fuck their hair up though on his videos. It's so entertaining. I get clips of it on my TikTok. That's the only place I've
Yeah.
ever watched Brad Mondo is on like my TikTok clips.
You're literally in the break room every day watching his YouTube video.
You're such a pathological liar. It's like disgusting. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. Someone like mega famous though. Like maybe like
Nicki Minaj.
No. Maybe like Ariana Grande, like doing that snatched ponytail. But I don't know. Like I've heard she's really nice. Did you see that video of her getting like trampled by some random guy?
Yeah.
That was like really
They're in a
scary.
full blown. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Just
They're
finish.
together.
Those two people. Oh, Cynthia.
They're in a full blown prison lesbian relationship. I'm sorry, they are.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Okay, we have to keep going.
Okay. Okay, this is like fun salon lifestyle related like
Okay.
controversies going on. So, first off, what products are we loving? We are carrying
Color Wow.
Color Wow. We're loving it. We're eating it up.
I'll
Yeah.
go Color Color.
Yeah, we love it.
Blonde Me, lightener
Also
only.
started carrying Allure, which I am the
Allure.
biggest fan of. Their shampoo and conditioner.
Fabulous people.
So yeah, those are all great things. And now I want to talk about controversial ads and
Okay.
like what's going on in the hair world on like TikTok.
Yeah.
Let's just start with the Hair by Chrissy thing because it's like fresh in my mind.
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion though.
No, but that's okay. We want to hear it.
Yeah. Cause like I first of all, these 16-year-old okay. Bigger picture, I cannot stand when someone goes on social media and bashes a business. I don't
Yes.
like it. I think it's annoying. You're looking for the views, go for it, whatever.
Which she got.
She got. I just think it's annoying. I think it's repetitive. Okay, what you're upset because it literally
you watch
says
her
that
video?
her and her assistant yes, her and her assistants are doing the hair and what who gives a shit? You're spending $4,000 on your hair and your hair actually, I don't know, looks amazing.
I thought it looked really good too, but then she turned around and her extensions they're not blending.
Okay, well, you know what? Who knows when she got her hair done?
But I also think it could have been the way she curled her hair.
And Chrissy can literally do whatever she wants. And if you think for a second,
one bad review,
like, come on, like,
It's
I don't
not.
know.
My opinion, I have like kind of, I guess a little controversial. My first opinion is like, I see where the girl's coming from. Like if I'm spending $4,000, I want to walk out looking like my friggin' inspo picture.
But the girl's inspo picture was the girl's natural base was like a level 9.
I agree with that. But that's something that like, that's the stuff that I wish I knew about it. Like I want to hear the consultation. I want to know how it went. I want to know if they communicated that to her because that makes a huge difference when you're like communicating those things. Because I feel like in a lot of Chrissy's videos, it's like bam, bam, boom. And I know it's like cut up and we're not seeing the whole thing, but it's like, this is what I want. This is the picture. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let me see another. Like they go through like 3 pictures, like, okay, yeah. And then she just like does whatever, which I think if you're going to her, that's probably what you should expect to get because she's like, her name is what you're going for.
100%. But and the other thing I didn't like about it is it was either her or the other girl. This other girl jumped on the bandwagon.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And she's like, you go in there and like there's TikToks and tripods. What do you think is happening? They get their makeup done for this. Yeah.
Chrissy's actually paying.
These are their
to come
ads.
In. She's paying and I literally went on Chrissy's page to see like, oh, like let me find some because they were saying she was posting like crazy like 4K, like dropping merch. So I'm looking for this. I had to scroll down so much because she posts so many times a day.
Yes.
Like all these people that are coming in, it's marketing.
Yeah.
So I actually have a lot of respect for her for that.
Yeah, I think that
I do think that like they're paying for the Chrissy service, whatever. So maybe Chrissy should get in there a little bit more, but
maybe, or just be very transparent. Like,
yeah,
hey, it is completely directed by Chrissy, but it is not her performing the services, which I think is fine too.
I think that's the biggest thing with this whole controversy is let's be direct and honest and upfront about what's going on and call it a day.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's opened a lot of questions though.
So hungry over it. I'm like,
yeah. Well, now I think people are commenting on it for clout.
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
Like, but I do think that it's funny.
It is funny.
It's funny.
And but that girl's just like, shut up.
Are you gonna get mad if I bring this up because it's a little controversial?
Keep it very vague and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Hypothetically, allegedly.
Hypothetically, allegedly, there's been some crazy ads being put out.
Okay. Yep. Wink, wink. This is what I'll say about that, and let's not dive any further than that.
Okay.
I think that.
Are you mad at me for asking this?
No,
it needs to be spoken about.
I knew we were gonna bring it up, kind of, but I think that this isn't a personal attack. This isn't a thing that drowns out other things that this person has done, which I think are cool. I just think that it's a little transparent. I don't think we should talk about it.
No, I just think you don't know how to talk about it.
I just think, truthfully, like, this is like me not bashing the person. This is just my honest opinion about it.
I'm not even bringing this up to bash. I'm bringing this up because I think it's so interesting that, like, the journey she's been on and, like, how she started at one place and got to another place. And now, like, she has all these other opportunities coming coming up, how do you choose like what opportunities to say yes to, what to say no to,
It's hard.
and why? Like, you must have been getting a bag for that.
It's hard because here's the thing. If a brand offered me
$100,000.
$5,000 to be like, hey, do you mind promoting this? Sure as hell I will. But I would be a little bit more transparent with the viewer, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think I wouldn't though. Maybe that's just like I'm crazy, but like I don't care. I don't want your $5,000.
No, but
I
think about it.
can't
No, no,
promote
no.
something that's against my brand.
Think about this. What did the Kardashians used to do in the very beginning of time? They put their name on blow dryers, candles,
But I think that's the one place
lighters.
I wouldn't go.
But hold on a minute. You have to understand that there needs to be something that feeds the fire to get you to where you want to go. And I also think that genius. Either way, we're sitting here with a microphone talking about it. People are talking about it. So would
Yeah.
I have done that specific ad? No,
Yeah.
because I think that I think that I would be a little bit understanding that I grew up on the backs
yeah.
of hairstylists, right? Not on the
Yeah.
backs of it, like, but like, you know what I mean? Like I came from the hairstylist world.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily dabble into that market.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And that brand has other things.
I also think she has so many other opportunities. So like out of like I want to know the brain. Like I want to pick her brain on why she did that.
I'm curious. No shade, no tea.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
get your bag, girl.
It was definitely an interesting choice.
Yeah, but get your bag. If that's what you got to do to get your bag, get your bag. Yeah, all right. Just thought I'd touch on that. Little cookie. All right, and then life. Like, let's just get into life. What products are you loving that aren't hair related? Like in like your skincare, like
Ooh, face reality.
Okay, yeah, same. I'm on it. I love it.
It's like to the point where like now I'm like, wait, this skin is it's giving too much glow.
Wait, do you ever feel like this? Because this happens to me all the time. I'm like, my skin looks like fucking shit.
My
And
whole
then
life.
but then everybody to me is like, oh my God, like you're glowing, your skin looks so good. And I'm like, I think I look atrocious.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, that's body dysmorphia. That's like beauty dysmorphia.
Yeah.
But no, I think that I'm loving face reality, which we carry here at the Face Lab for facials. And honestly, I'm really loving the Ritz crackers with the cheese in it right now.
Okay, yeah, I love that for you. I feel like you're like me. Like I have food hyperfixations.
My food hyperfixation right now, truthfully, is turkey meat with. Why are we talking about this? We gotta wrap it up after this. Turkey meat, peppers,
You
and
brought
onions,
that up.
and protein pasta. I love that right now.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Now we can just kind of
Wrap
put a bow
her up?
on it.
All
Put
right.
a bow on it.
Well, this was a blast.
We
Amelia.
could talk forever.
We really could.
It's bad.
I had a blast. I'm excited to see where this podcast goes.
I know.
And that's it. So this is the first episode. We are going to be dropping many more. We have an amazing guest lineup.
I'm so excited for our guests.
People have to like sit down, buckle in because
we've got some good ones.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Well, thanks for letting me interview you.
Thanks for
And I hope
me.
that everyone out there learned a little bit more about Miles
Yeah.
and can kiki with him next week.
All right. Until next time. Adios.